in 2025 YouTube is shifting. So it's moving towards real, high quality, and of course the most important part, authenticity. So no worries, YouTube Faceless is still going to exist, but just the way that people or some people are going to use YouTube is definitely going to change, or at least in my opinion. So yeah, this is not financial advice, it's just my vision on YouTube in 2025. So the most big players in YouTube automation, they either upload tons of videos, or they upload content that shouldn't even pass the YouTube rules/guidelines, or yeah, this is probably the case, but they just upload very high quality content. They master every aspect of YouTube, and yeah, they just win. So nowadays I think YouTube automation just became a sort of rat race, because everyone is just hungry for niches. They hop in as quickly as possible by buying a monetized channel or an H channel, and yeah, they just profit for 3 to 6 months and the channel dies. But of course it could be longer if you build a brand and have evergreen content. And yeah, it's not a trend-based channel, basically. And also the multipliers in YouTube automation are also very low, because yeah, you're not actually building a brand, and in my opinion that is the most valuable thing you can do with a YouTube channel, and that is building a brand, because without a brand, yeah, the value just won't last long. So because of this, I recently, like a week ago, I changed to something new. I have a completely new plan, and that is personal channels. This is a term that is very old. It's not something new, but yeah, I think this is the best approach for me, and yeah, in my opinion, this is what I want. I want to build something for the long term. So on the other hand, personal channels could also be very frustrating, because yeah, it usually takes longer to actually see the results, and that's why most people don't do it and quit, because they don't see results instantly. And that's basically because you create evergreen content, and it's not a sort of trend-based video topics. So yeah, it will take longer to create an actual audience, but the benefits are so worth it, because the views are even 5 years after I create a video, it will still create views for me, and it's basically like a money farm, you know? And yeah, the multipliers are also much higher, because you're actually creating a brand and connecting with your audience. And yeah, you're actually creating content that people actually want to watch, your audience actually want to watch, and not the algorithm. And yeah, most people they just study the algorithm and think that their content is not working because the algorithm don't like it, but it's just the audience that is not interested in your content, and that is where ideation comes in place. And yeah, I know this is a very random video, but I want to give some tips for branded channels. And the first tip I want to give is, don't be a copycat. Like, I see many channels just completely copy Magnets Media. I mean, it's very hard to copy Magnets Media, but basically the thumbnail style, yeah, just the formats, but it doesn't work like that. You need to create your own brand, and if you don't, you just take a small percentage of the market, and you might get views in the beginning, but you won't last long, and you're just like the copycat of Magnets Media. You're not seen as an authority, you know? And what did I want to say? Sorry, I'm very bad at talking to the camera, but yeah. Oh yeah, the best content is content that actually connects with your audience and affects their lives. So people want to see real, raw and personal videos, and not just like I mentioned earlier, a copycat, because why would they watch a video that already exists on the platform or they maybe have already seen? That makes no sense, like, what? So how do you actually build a brand? So again, the most important part is the relationship with your audience. So simply, the more time you spend with your audience, the more they will connect to you, and the more they will trust you, and the more they like your videos. And this also applies to business. The more time you spend with your audience, like on calls, on YouTube videos, on every kind of platform, the more chance you have to sell something to them, because they trust you more and they feel like they know you, if you know what I mean. And also a very good tip is that you need to copy like an artist. So there's also a very good book called Copy Like an Artist. I will definitely recommend it. I'm reading it right now, and so far it's great and very valuable. But basically, you want to take inspiration from minimum 5 YouTube channels, and yeah, actually create your own brand and not a brand from someone else. And that is basically the most important part. You want to come up with a fresh angle, a fresh idea in your video, and you want to have a unique value proposition. And the last thing I want to talk about in this video is that brand deals are in your advantage if you create branded channels. So why? Because they look for consistency, they look for your view flow, and they mainly look for your audience connection, how engaged they are with your content, and also how much they trust you. And that is what they look for, and eventually they will reach out to you if you're if you apply for them. So this video was basically an introduction to branded channels for beginners. And yeah, this video just makes no sense. There's no storytelling at all. I'm just throwing tips from here and there. But yeah, and also I want to say this is my second video. This is my second video of my channel, and I want you to give me feedback and just roast me in the comment section so I can actually learn from it, because I really struggle with talking to the camera. And yeah, I hope you find some value in this video. Let me know also if you like these raw videos, and yeah, just providing some good value. And yeah, ciao.